Classical conditioning is a type of learning that happens unconsciously. When learning through classical conditioning, an automatic conditioned response is paired to a specific stimuli, which thus causes a specific behavior to result. Moreover, classical conditioning is learning through association, which was discovered by Pavlov, who was a Russian psychologist. Furthermore, in classical conditioning, two stimuli are linked together to produce a new response in a person or an animal.
Oh damn, I just lost a file. Want a mincha?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Thanks, man.
Want a mincha?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, man.
Wow.
Minty fresh.
Want a mincha?
Yeah, for sure, man. Thanks. Oh, I just need one of these.
Want a mincha?
Oh, yeah. Perfect timing. I was needing one of those just about now.
Can I help you?
Oh, sorry. My mouth just felt like so gross. I don't know why.
In this experiment, the neutral stimulus is a stimulus that initially elicits no response, so in this case, the computer noise. The unconditioned stimulus is a stimulus which leads to an automatic response, which would be the person gesturing their hand to giving them a mint. The conditioned stimulus is a stimulus that will eventually trigger a conditioned response, which in this case is also computer noise. It should be noted that the neutral stimulus is also the conditioned stimulus. The unconditioned response is the automatic response to a stimulus that occurs before conditioning happens, which would be the person expecting the mint when the person is gestured at. However, the conditioned response is a response triggered by the conditioned stimulus after conditioning has occurred, in which case the person expects a mint after the computer noise is heard, as they now associate the computer noise with receiving a mint.
There are three parts to classical conditioning. The first is acquisition, which is the repeated exposure to a stimulus which ultimately causes conditioned response. The second is extinction, which refers to when the conditioned response goes away as a result of repeatedly applying the conditioned stimulus without pairing it with the unconditioned stimulus. The third is spontaneous recovery, which is when the conditioned response goes extinct and then comes back. Moreover, in this reemergence of the conditioned response to an extinguished conditioned stimulus with the passage of time since extinction had occurred.
Overall, the pros to classical conditioning is that it emphasizes learning from our environment and promotes that nurture is more critical to development than nature. As well, classical conditioning has the potential to eliminate phobias. The cons are that there is ultimately no predictable quality to classical conditioning, as people always respond in different ways to the stimulus type encountered in the environment around them. This is because everyone is different. As well, there are numerous variables that can change the probable outcomes, as the experiences, perspectives, and habits of an individual are external factors which classical conditioning fails to account for.